Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have a very exciting collab today with Amy. Her channel is Beauty and Beyond. I will have her YouTube and her Instagram linked down below. We did do a collab before, so you might remember her from that. But she has been doing collabs with a lot of different creators. She's calling it Dynamic Duos, where we work on two of the same palettes from our collection, but each of us choose the shades for the other one to use. So she had posted on her Instagram stories, just asking anybody who wanted to do a collab with her. Of course, I was like, me, I want to. So I love collabs. I think they're just so fun, and I thought her idea was really creative. So we actually don't have any palettes similar. I feel like this is a theme with the collabs that I do with everyone, but she has, of course, she has the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I have the dupe from Alter Ego, which is the Coastal palette, so we decided to work on those. And then she sent me like all of her palettes, and I kind of just like chose which one. And I noticed that she has the Alter Ego Miss Haven palette, which is a dupe for one of the Huda Beauty palettes. I think it's like the Pretty Grunge palette. And I noticed how similar the color story is to my Noir from Lorac Pro. So it's my Lorac Pro palette in the colorway Noir. I will have a picture of them side by side and you can see how similar they are. So she is using her Huda Beauty Rose Quartz and her Alter Ego Miss Haven palette, and I am using my Alter Ego Coastal and my Lorac Noir. So, you know, it's not exactly the same, but I feel like it works, and Amy thought it worked too. I know that I just used my Coastal palette in my collab with DW and Kaylin, and I'm pretty sure these collab videos are going back to back, but sometimes it just works out that way. I love Amy. She is such a sweet soul. I've really enjoyed getting to know her. We message back and forth on Instagram, and I just love her content. She's very intentional with the videos that she posts, and I just love seeing her journey through her makeup collection and her intention with panning, using her collection up. I love to see the videos with her daughter. She has a now 13-year-old daughter, and it's just been so fun seeing them do videos together. And yeah, I feel like you should definitely check Amy out down below. If you're here from Amy's channel, thank you for watching. I hope you stick around. I do mostly panning content, which means I am just working through my makeup and beauty collection, trying to get use of the products that I already have, but also I throw in collabs like this every once in a while. I do get ready with me's using my panning products, and I just hope you stick around. So subscribe if you're not already, and let's just get into the update. No. That's funny. I also want to mention I do have a full face of makeup on, just nothing on my eyes, so I do look a little funny. Also, I'm kind of on a wavy hair journey. I have always, like, if I ever cut my hair with layers, they always kind of like flip and turn different ways. But I've never like tried to style my hair wavy, and I did just like a week or so ago. I attempted to do it with some products I found in my mom's medicine cabinet when I was at her house, at my parents' house, and I posted it on my Instagram stories, and people were like, oh yeah, you totally have wavy hair. And Andy from Andy Does Stuff, she is so kind. She is like a curly hair queen. She does hair for a living too. Well, she used to, but she sells her license and everything, and she messaged me. She's like, girl, you need more layers in your hair. Your hair is weighing, you know, your waves down. She specifically was like, I'm not telling you to cut your own layers. And I was like, oh, girl, I am cutting my own layers. So I did cut my own layers, and she recommended some products to me. So I tried that out today and I do feel like it has improved since I wore my hair wavy in my Panoply project update. Maybe I'll do like a side by side to see the difference. I don't know what side I'm going to put it on, but I feel like the layers definitely helped. My hair is still like 90% dry. Hopefully by the end of this video, it is 100% dry and I can kind of like scrunch out the crunch, you know what I mean? So hopefully that my hair isn't like looking weird. I'm still getting used to what I look like with wavy hair. Anyway, this is the color story that I'm going to be working with. I feel like Amy was very kind to me, but she did throw in some warm tones because she knows I prefer cool tones. She wanted to challenge me. So these first two shades come from my Coastal palette. She chose the shade Ripple, which is this beautiful blue, purpley pink something. And she gave me the shade Cocoa as well. So those two there. Here's a closer look at the swatches. Ripple is just so gorgeous. And then from the Lorac palette, it's so weird they have like the sleeve with the names on, not on the actual palette. So I'm just going to show it to you like this, covering up the mirror. But she gave me this warm tone crease shade, which is the shade Soft Taupe. That's not taupe. It's this one right here. That is like a tan color, people. And of course she gave me the matte black. That's a little challenging. I'm not afraid of matte blacks, but as you can see, it's kind of patchy and not very pigmented. So I'm not quite sure how I want to use that. Typical Steph would use it as a winged liner, but I literally just did that on my last collab video right before this, so I do want to challenge myself and use it in a different way. And then she gave me this shade in the lower corner called Stardust, which is a gorgeous, I would call that, I mean, it's kind of a taupe, but it does have like a warm base to it. But it is a really pretty shimmer. I don't feel like these shimmers go together. But we'll see what I can do. I haven't even thought about what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we will create a look. I feel like my lashes are looking kind of funky. I may have not completely removed all of my mascara last night. I don't know. My lash game has really gone downhill with age. So I'm gonna, oh geez, what am I gonna do? Should I go super dramatic? I might have to go dramatic, which means lots of layering. So first off, I'm gonna go in with the light tan shade. I'm gonna run this through my crease, blend it out into my transition, and we will just go from there. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you might remember that I'm really into like color analysis, and I have been typed by different color people, either being a true summer, which is kind of right in this middle of the summer season, which means you're very cool toned, you're pure cool toned. And I have been told I am a soft summer by different people, which means I do have a slight bit of warmth, but I lean cool and I have like a softness to my features. I don't I can't handle like brighter colors. So I've been playing around with it, especially like during the summer season when I wanted to wear more brighter colors. I keep grabbing my hair. Um, I did play around with that a lot with my clothing. I kind of want to do like a draping video, which if you're not familiar with what that is, I just hold up colors and see how it like affects how my face looks basically. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cocoa now from Coastal. This color here, same brush. I'm just gonna kind of deepen out the crease and outer corner. And I don't know, I have some friends on here on YouTube and on Instagram that love color analysis and it's kind of their hobby. I've also heard from them that they think I'm a true summer, but I've also heard that they think I'm a soft summer, so I'm definitely like cool toned. I feel like warm tones don't look terrible, but I definitely like look better in cool tones. But I don't know, I feel like some of the true summer colors are a little too bright on me. Soft summers wear more muted cool tones, and I really think like draping certain colors on myself will help a lot. And I have attempted to do that before, but I'm just not, I need to train my eye a little bit better. Do you see like this skipping here? That has been happening to me. So I'm going to go in with this big fluffy brush with no additional product, and I'm just kind of going to buff. Okay. I'm going to switch back to my Lorac palette, and I'm going to take, I'm looking at my brush options here. I'm trying to find like a dense brush. Okay. I'm gonna go in with, it's kind of flat, but it's very dense. It's from e.l.f. It's like their packaging from way long time ago. I thought it said something, but that was just makeup. It's like when their brushes were $1. But yeah, I feel like my brows are too dark, but they match my hair. My lip is too warm. But once I get all of my makeup on, it kind of balances out, you know? I'm going to take the black here from the Lorac Pro, and I am going to deepen out my outer corner. We'll see how this shade performs, because it was pretty patchy when I swatched it, but sometimes they perform better on the eye versus a finger swatch. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't plan on talking about that at all, but it just kind of popped in my head because I feel like my hair is very warm right now from a color accident. And I feel like the lip that this is my lip from my rolling project pan this year. And I feel like it's very warm. And of course, like this crease shade is very warm. So we'll see how it looks at the end of this video when I zoom out. I know a lot of people are like, why does it matter? Wear whatever you want, and I completely agree. Everyone can wear whatever you want. But I've mentioned this before, that there are certain colors that make you in your natural state, no makeup, no nothing. They make you shine, and you just look so much more alive. Your skin looks clearer somehow. Your under eyes don't look as tired if you're having a bad day. Like, there are certain colors that work for you and they don't work for other people. It's crazy. Like, I cannot wear a bright like orange. It just overpowers me. It makes me look dead. But when I wear like cool tones, softer tones, it's all in harmony and I look like I have makeup on and I don't. So I just think that is fascinating. As an artist, you know, if you're new here, I love art. I, you know, used to do graphic design. I used to do interior design. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom, but I love painting. I teach paint and sip classes. Like, color is so fascinating to me, and I have a really good eye for color. My previous employer used to call me like the color wizard because she would come to me specifically for color, which was like an honor, honestly. But yeah, I just think color is so interesting. So no, you don't have to wear specific colors, but I think there's a little something about it, you know what I mean? So I'm actually going to use a glitter glue today. I have the AOA Tacky Base. I know a lot of people use the NYX glitter glue, but I don't have that. So I'm just gonna put some of this on my hand. I don't know if that's enough. I don't usually wear glitter glue, but I do complain about fallout a lot. And a lot of people are just like, use glitter glue. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing for sure. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my finger. I don't know if I like this specific glitter glue or if they're all the same. So I did take a little bit. I don't know if I'm using too much or too little, but I feel like this, it literally acts like Elmer's glue on my lid. It gets kind of patchy in some places where it's thicker. I don't know. So I'm going to take the Coastal palette, that shade Ripple here, and I'm going to use a different finger for this, but I'm just going to tap that on the center of my lid, kind of overlapping the black a little bit. That is so pretty. And now I'm going to go in with that lighter shimmer in the Lorac Pro palette, this one here. Amy did not give me an inner corner shade. I don't know if she was trying to challenge me intentionally or just didn't think about it. I am going to have to put this shade in my inner corner as well, but I feel like there's going to be a shadow. We will just have to see. And I was a little worried that these two shimmers weren't going to transition into each other very well, but wow. I feel like that works. I feel like that works. So I'm just going to take that color in my inner corner. I'm nervous. Look how dark it is. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. Do I need an inner corner? I always use an inner corner. Look at that. Look at that darkness, okay? That's going to be in my inner corner. I'm not going to do it. You don't always need an inner corner. How many times can I say inner corner? I think I need more glitter glue because it's kind of dried on my hand. I have a 17-month-old. If you guys are new here, he's having a bad day today. He is sick. I went to my parents' house today to take a shower, which, again, if you're new here, it's a long story, but I currently have to take showers at my parents' house, and thankfully they live under 3 minutes, or no, I would say like 3 to 4 minutes away from us. So it's really not that inconvenient, but, and of course my mom and dad get to see my son when I go over there, so they love it. But we were there this morning so I could take a shower, and the baby boy was just like very cranky, and he's a very sweet, very soft. Why am I tearing up? He's just a sweet, sweet boy. Oh geez, if you're also new to my channel, if I start talking about my son or sensitive topics, I cry very easily. I'll talk about more of that in a second, but baby boy, he's just like was very, very cranky, and he was getting hot, so I think he's sick. We came home early and I gave him some medicine and put him back to bed, and he went straight to sleep, even like earlier than his typical nap time. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I just get so heartbroken when my baby is sick. But I have a funny story about me being sensitive. So I went to a baby shower this past weekend. I'm filming this on a Monday, so it was on Saturday, and there was a girl that came. I never met her before, but she came and was like talking to the little sitting area that I was in, and she had like a pin and it said sensitive on it, and someone pointed it out, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm whatever, and some of the other girls were like, oh yeah, me too, I'm so sensitive, and I was just kind of staying quiet. That's what I kind of do when in social situations. I kind of let other people talk, and then I'm kind of in the background. Anyway, my friend was sitting next to me, and she looked at me and she like patted my knee. She was like, oh, Stephanie needs that. And I was like, well, I wasn't gonna say it, but yes. And then everyone's like eyes were on me. They were like expecting me to talk or like continue the story. And I was like making jokes about it. When you're under pressure, you start making jokes. That was what I was doing. And I was like, I'm gonna start crying now, like trying to be funny. And I literally started tearing up. And of course that made them laugh more, looking at me, and I was like, no, really. And then I started crying. It wasn't even like, and I was rolling my eyes at myself. Of course I was laughing at myself, but honestly, like deep down, I'm like, what is wrong with you? But everyone thought, and some of my friends say it's like their favorite part about me. I'm just a very tender heart, and I know it's a gift. I know that it helps people, and like it was kind of showing the other girl that is sensitive that this was a safe place. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I looked at it. Like I was being so cool about me crying, and so she could see, like, she was a newcomer, you know what I mean? And she, hopefully that made her feel a little more comfortable, like a break of the ice or whatever. But yeah, I'll stop with that. But that is common in my life. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my lower lash line now. I love putting shimmer on my lower lash line. I do that almost every get ready with me, every look that I do. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it right now. And I'm going to be bold and daring, and I'm going to put that warm matte on my lower lash line. This is like the worst color for me in this color story, but we're going to see how it looks. So let me find a good brush. I really hope that baby boy sleeps long. He's been sleeping an hour so far, so crossing my fingers that he sleeps pretty long so his body can start healing. I don't know if it's his teeth, because usually when he's teething, he does get a fever. But the past few teeth, he hasn't gotten a fever, so I thought maybe he was changing. I feel like maybe I had something on this brush because that brown doesn't look very brown. I tried to wipe it off. Let's use this brush. That's more. Oh boy, we're going grungy. We are going grungy. I feel like grunge looks don't really have an inner corner anyway, so oh my gosh, I'm reminded of high school Stephanie. I used to do like the full black liner on the bottom. Not in my waterline, like as my lash line, I would do like the black. Okay, let me throw on some mascara and I'll do that on camera. You guys care? I feel like sometimes, you know, I use the same mascara every time I do my makeup. I do the Essence Lash Princess, so I mean, I feel like it's repetitive sometimes, but I just opened this mascara, so it's not really performing that well. So it's kind of fun to see it progress. You know, when a mascara is open for a long time, it gets better in most cases, for me. I don't remember it being this chunky when I first opened. It's crazy what mascara does. It's crazy. I used to never put mascara on my lower lash line, but now I can't do a look without it. It just adds so much like definition. Wow, I actually love this look so much. I love doing random eyeshadow combinations like these kind of videos or palette bingos. I really want to do a palette bingo soon, but of course I'm panning specific eyeshadow palettes, and they're all kind of, they're not older palettes, but they're nothing like new. And I figure, you know, this is mostly a panning channel, so I figure you guys don't really care if it's like nothing new. I feel like that's actually preferred. Let me know if my thinking is incorrect. But we love using makeup that we already own. So here's the look. I actually love this combination. Oh my gosh. Just a reminder, get out of your comfort zone. I'm going to zoom out and we can look at everything as a whole. Yeah, it's just crazy like what an eye look will do to your face. I feel like my hair is completely dry now. It definitely needs to be scrunched out. It feels very crunchy. So why don't I'm gonna go scrunch the crunch and I will be right back because I think it'll be fun to see like before the scrunch and then after. I don't know if I fully scrunched everything out, but I did kind of like finger comb. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that either. I'm still learning. I did use like an argan oil, like a hair oil, to scrunch the crunch. But yeah, this video is not about my hair. This is a reminder of the color story. I just think it's so good. I'm very surprised. But this is the look. Let me know what you would have done. Yeah, grungy Stephanie. I like it. If you are new, I hope you subscribe. If you don't mind my rambles, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Check out Amy below. I will have anything you need to know down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.